Sometimes, anger doesn't remain just an emotion. It becomes destruction. And when that anger is directed the wrong way, it can only end in one thing: devastation.
Reginald? Hey, how you doing? My name's Nick Roberts. This is Jason Newhouse. I think you already met him.
How you doing?
Do they not bring you any water? Where's it at?
It's trash.
You want some more?
No.
If you want water, Coke or something, to me now. You don't have your ID in your pocket, do you? You do? What's your first name?
You just said it.
It is Reginald, though. Where are you staying?
On the street.
Okay.
How long you been staying out on the street?
For a minute.
How long?
You got family here in town?
No.
No.
I'm from Georgia.
Whereabouts in Georgia?
Bainbridge.
Is your mom and them still in Bainbridge?
No.
How long you been in Tallahassee?
About 5 years.
Okay. Are you working anywhere?
I was working at Waterbury Krispy Kreme.
That's what I heard. When did you stop working there? I know you didn't get fired. So why'd you stop working there?
My feelings.
Your feelings?
Yeah, I met the wrong bitch.
That happens.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Did you have kids with the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
How many kids you got?
One. Well,
Boy or girl?
boy.
Boy, how old?
3.
I've got a 1-year-old, a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old. 3's a good age.
You ain't got the one baby?
With her?
Yeah. No, but all together?
No, I got 3.
3. Lord.
Boys and girls, or just... How old's your girl?
7.
That's the one that gets you.
She's a princess, I'm sure. How often do you get to see your kids? Having problems with these girls letting you see them? How long's it been since you've seen your girl?
I just seen her about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, God.
She in Georgia then?
That's a long time now.
Yeah, that's too late.
I can't imagine going a day without seeing my little girl. My boys too, man, my girl.
Yeah.
I just feel very protective of her. So, before you saw her 3 weeks ago, how long ago was it before you saw her?
Probably about 2 weeks.
You going too long? Is it they just don't want you to see them, or it's just hard to get up there?
They just don't want me to see them.
How come you don't get along with that mama? Something she did, or something you did, or what?
No. When you split up, that's how shit be.
Sometimes.
It
It can be.
It can be. Was you gonna work anywhere else after Whataburger, or what? What was you gonna do?
What was I gonna do?
Or what you gonna do?
How long were you at the Whataburger?
Like 4 months.
Yeah. What about the Krispy Kreme? Is that the one right next to the Whataburger?
Yeah.
That seemed like a good place to work. You like it? Had to get there early.
No.
You work night shift there? How many? I know you got 3 kids. How many mothers are there? 3 or 2?
2.
2?
Well, it could be worse. Yeah.
Yeah. It could always be worse.
And the oldest, how old?
7.
Oh, the little girl. That's the oldest. And then the baby 2, huh? You said 2?
3.
3. You got a long way to go for they're grown.
I know it's difficult when people are split up, but as far as the kids go, I'm just talking about the kids, 'cause I know you're hurting right now, but the kids, how are they How are they doing, like emotionally and at school and daycare and whatnot? Are they having any issues because of y'all being separated?
They ain't old enough to explain yet, so.
Well, I mean, the 7-year-old is.
Are they acting out though?
Yeah.
But the 7-year-old want me and her mom back together, but
Of course.
that ain't not happening.
You want to get back together with her mom?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
What you been going through, man? You say you had problems with your baby mama here. You been living on the street. Something been getting you. What been going on?
That's what I've been going through.
You been getting high? Or you just been fussing with women?
I don't smoke, I don't drink
At all?
at all.
Not even when things are hard?
I don't smoke, I don't drink.
That's good.
You been depressed though? I mean, how old are you? How old are you, Reginald?
31.
Be 31 and, you know, being out on the street, that's got to be hell on you.
Is there somebody that you've been able to talk to, either a friend or pastor, family member, or anything like that, about what you're going through?
Nah,
You got no church? You know old uncle or nobody? You been keeping it all in? That ain't good for you, man.
Yeah. It's hard to hold stuff like that in. You know, especially when it involves your kids and things like that.
Where the last place you lived at here?
in 10th Avenue.
10th Avenue.
Is that your cousin that lives there or your uncle?
My cousin.
You could talk with him about none of all this?
He distant from each other. He be in his room, I be in my room.
Why is it like that? Are y'all just not close, or?
We close. I just ain't never let it out.
Yeah.
It'll drive you wacky, man. Trying to keep all that in.
It's good to talk about things before they reach a boiling point. You know? Let it all out. Sometimes other people can look at the same situation that you're going through because they're not involved in it. They're a step away, so to speak. They can look at it from a different perspective. I know that when I was going through some things, you know, with my wife, you know, everything just seemed horrible and like the end of the world. But I sat down and talked with somebody who was not in my situation, obviously, so he was able to look at it from the outside and kind of give me some guidance and tell me, you know, what I needed to do. A lot of the changes I had to make were basically with me. But without being able to speak with somebody, I probably wouldn't have made it through.
You hold all that shit in.
You gotta learn to open up. It's hard to open up. You gotta learn how to do it, for real.
You hold it in and make you do things outside yourself, say things outside your normal self. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was doing. You know, I wasn't acting like my normal self because I was holding it all in. So, and it just drives a wedge in like every relationship, not just between you and these women, but it'll drive a wedge between you and your kids, you and your friends. You know, to a degree, I mean, it might even drove a wedge between you and your cousin that you live with, just because you were holding it all in and being closed off and not wanting to talk about it. You know. I mean, I'm sure he sensed something was wrong. Maybe he just didn't know how to ask how he could help or what he could do. You know, especially if you've always been that strong, silent type to begin with. People tend not to get in your business, you know, because they feel like you can handle it. And the truth is, sometimes we can't handle it. Even as men, we can't handle it. We like to think we can.
An ordinary day. A normal routine. But when a mother suddenly doesn't show up to pick up her child, it's no longer a small delay. It's the beginning of something wrong.
Sometimes the worst one,
Yeah.
you know.
And that's what makes it so bad, is because we keep telling ourselves that we can handle it, we can handle it, we can handle it. I can get through this. That it just keeps getting worse and worse and snowballing until there's no way we can get ourselves out of that situation. No way. And that's when things get bad. So. What are the names of the mothers of your children?
Sterica Dawkins and Kiara Bernie.
Okay.
Bernie?
Yeah.
Which one were you with first?
Kiara.
Which one gives you the hardest time?
Terrical.
You should take her to one here.
Yeah.
I guess you and her got into it earlier in the week. So. Things just boil over. She gets upset, you get upset.
And you say you don't want to be back with her neither?
No, I did want her. I ain't want to be with Kiara.
Puts you in that situation where you kind of have to put up with them, be around them, you know, just for the kids' sake. It's hard. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't experienced this firsthand, but I've seen it. But a lot of times when a woman has custody of the children, they will use those kids as leverage to hurt you. Just like you're talking about. They'll keep you from seeing that kid just to hurt you. And make it difficult when you do see them. So that you can't enjoy that time together with your kids. And I see that happen quite a bit, unfortunately. Too often. So, not just at work, but I actually know some couples that are like that. You know? So.
Should Derek do that to you?
Sterica do a lot of shit, man.
How long y'all been broke up?
Couple months.
Oh, so it's pretty fresh then, huh? And you were staying with her before?
Yeah.
Where was she at?
24/7 Rumblewood Court.
Then after that, that's when you went to 10th Avenue with your cousin?
No, I went to Lake Ave.
What'd you move out with your cousin for?
Got into it with her.
At the house?
No, I got into it with her. I guess at the house, yeah.
Your cousin ain't want y'all around no more?
My cousin went up.
No, he got into it with her and moved in with the cousin. Was she mad because y'all broke up?
No.
No? You tried to talk to her about it and get her back? How come she wasn't having none of it? I mean, what was so bad that you done?
She just want to be a hoe. She like fuck with different dudes.
You'll still take her back?
Oh,
I'm not faulting you if you wanted to,
No.
honestly.
You can't help who you love.
You love her, and you got kids with her, right?
That's her only baby?
yeah.
How old is she?
29.
Before I got married, I was in kind of a similar situation. We didn't have kids, so it was a little bit easier. But I mean, I hear what you're saying about a girl stepping out. However, she's the greatest thing ever. So you keep thinking that she won't do it again. She won't do it again. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes women screw up once and, you know, they fly straight from then on. Then you got them that are just, they can't be with one man.
Habitual offenders.
Yes, habitual offenders. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Keep on.
And that's what I had, was a habitual offender. And I just couldn't see how bad it was at the time. But yeah, she was a habitual offender. So, and finally I wised up and realized it wasn't ever going to get no better. It was still hard. It was terrible. But not as hard as what you're going through because we didn't have a kid. But we were together a long time. Long time. Are you seeing anybody else since then? Can't even bring yourself to do it, can you? I know.
You ain't had nothing on the side yourself the whole time?
So you's being true to this?
Committed to her.
Like Miss Dawkins, you's being true to her?
That's one from like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit there could be Kira.
Kiara, my big woman, Jordan.
Right. You was good to her too?
Somewhat.
The best you could?
Yeah.
Well, you don't drink. You don't smoke. You've been true to two women that are giving you the hardest time over these kids. There's one that you've been willing to take back even if she's stepping out on you because you love her and you got a kid with her. You ain't lazy, you work two jobs. I'm assuming when you say you work two jobs, that's two different shifts. That you might be working at night, you might be working at day on the same day. So you're basically working around the clock, trying to make ends meet, trying to provide for your kids. Is that a pretty accurate picture? I mean, that's what I know. That's what you told me, and that's what I already knew. I didn't know about you not smoking and drinking. You told me that. And about not stepping out on these women. But I believe you when you say it. Because you ain't got no reason to lie to me about it. Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know if that's you, that you must have had a tremendous amount of pressure on you. Tremendous amount of pressure for us to be here in this room.
Even a strong man can lose it. See it happen all the time. And that don't make you a bad guy. That don't make you a villain. You just broke. Happens to all of us. Just means you broke. Sometimes the world will break you, Reginald.
You willing to talk to us about it?
You won't. You want to let us know just how broke you got. You want to let us know from your heart and your words instead of letting what everybody else sees be the history of all this? Or do you want to tell us what I can see you broke sitting in.
She was last seen sitting in her car. A man approached her, and then the two drove off together. From that moment on, everything had already changed, even if no one realized it yet.
Do you want to tell us what's on your heart and what's on your mind?
I can see that you're a good person, and I can see that you're ate up inside right now.
This wasn't who you are. It wasn't who you are, Reginald. Who you are is a man who tried the best he could. doing right by people and ended up getting broken inside and put out on the street. We both know what some people are telling us is their version of events. And we know that you've probably got a different take on some of it. May not make it any better. And we've been doing this for a minute, and even somebody that ain't a police, has got a lick of common sense, knows that the truth is always somewhere in the middle. I can't tell your story without talking to you and trying to find out why this happened. You can't let the world paint the picture that they want to paint of you. Your words, what's in your mind, what's in your heart, needs to get out. You just got to know how low and how down and broken you felt. And sometimes when you snap, what's done is done, and it's too late to take it back. But we also know there's extenuating circumstances. And I'm finding it hard to believe after talking to you that what's done was just done in cold blood. You know, I know that something might have happened. And then things might have got out of hand. And that something might have happened that you didn't mean for it to happen. But we've been working on this all day. And we've talked to some people. We've gathered some evidence. And that's why we're sitting here in this room with you. It's because we wanted to talk with you. Not necessarily because we need to, because we don't. But I felt like we owed it to everybody involved. Families, and even you. Just to offer that, to see if you wanted to talk to us. I mean, if there's anything that you can explain, if there's anything that might bring peace to you, peace to a family, then I think you ought to do it. But that's up to you. You don't have to carry it. I mean, you've been carrying all this, and this is where it's got you. And although I know this seems like it's like the end of the world, it's not. It's a horrible thing that's happened. Terrible thing that's happened. And yeah, you're going to carry it around with you forever. It's always going to be in your mind. You know, it's just like when you lose somebody you love, like a parent or something. How it always hurts, even years later. You think about it. It may not hurt as much years from now, but you always think about it. But you got to make the choice at some point. Am I going to let this eat away at me forever? Or am I going to grow from it and become a better person in whatever way I can and potentially help other people that might be going through the same thing? Yeah. Can I help a family that's hurt now? Can I tell my story? And then years from now, can I help somebody else that might be going through the same thing? You can't change a single thing that doesn't happen. But you can make it better from now. You can. For yourself. And like you say, for people that are hurting. I mean, you can be that guy that mentors every young man that you come across from here on out.
that's going through the same issue. You can make that your name and your legacy. This is what happened to me, this is what I did, and this is how you can not go down that same path. So who do you want to be? That guy that hangs on to it and carries it, or that guy that tries to make it right?
Can't make it right. Can't make it right.
You can't change what happened, Reginald. But sometimes, like they teach us our whole life, sometimes saying you're sorry and saying why.
My thing is,
Bringing peace is a start.
first of all, I just did 2.5 years in prison for a bitch ain't have no love for me. The whole time I was in prison, she fucking off. I get out. I decide not to do the things I was doing to take care of her. I done took care of her too much. I took care of her the whole time she was down. She ain't had nothing. But as y'all know, I was selling a lot of drugs. I'm quite sure y'all know my charges and stuff by now.
You doing that to support her.
Right. The day I got arrested, the money wasn't for me. I went and did that for her, to put extra money in her pocket.
Brother, I worked there for 7 years, man. It's a job.
Right.
You're making money, that's all you're doing. You're trying to support people. I get that.
And she ain't care about none of that. That's what I do this time and get out. I trained my whole life. She don't like that, because now I don't want to go to the club. I don't smoke, I don't drink.
And she liked that money that you were bringing in before, didn't she?
No, this time she was up, so she had a good job. It ain't about the money, it's about the fame.
Yeah.
When you go to the club, she go to the club every weekend.
Yeah.
So she like to be seen with the niggas in the booth. You know what I'm saying? And I was that nigga one time. You know what I'm saying? So when I get out and decide to change my life and not do that no more, she fucking out with the next niggas doing it. And I called her. I pulled up at the nigga house and she coming out the house. And that's when things went the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that was, she showed me that she really didn't give a fuck about me.
That care.
No, that's terrible.
Care. When that happened.
I got out in March. July.
What you were doing was right. And I'm sorry that she didn't support you. She should have. She should have been proud of you.
Yeah, but I ain't have nothing. I ain't have nothing. I ain't have no job. I ain't have nothing.
But you got a job. You started working.
I got 2 of them.
That still wasn't what she wanted, though, was it?
That ain't what she want. She want me to go to the club, be in the booth.
She wanted the bottles. She wanted to be in the booth.
She want to be seen.
That's wrong of her.
But love don't love nobody.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. Why so many women want that. And somebody, instead of somebody's going to be there for them, somebody's going to work hard for them.
Especially she older. You said she almost 30.
Right.
She ought to be grown out of that.
She been doing it since she was 18.
She
I don't see why she ain't grow up. And she had a baby. Now you gotta give your mama our baby every weekend to go to the club or go out of town. So nigga, my son had a temperature of 104 degrees. She wanna get her mama or my son to watch while she go out of town with some nigga.
No.
Like,
That don't sound right.
No. That's wrong. That's evil. That's wrong.
That just happened in July. That ain't.
no, this happened before July.
God damn.
You have plenty of signs, I think.
The investigation quickly revealed this wasn't a random act, but the result of a mind already falling apart, a person who had lost control long before the crime itself.
What's gonna happen?
But Lord,
It hurt you, huh?
I was too fucked up about him.
Broke your damn heart, didn't it?
I'm still too fucked up about him.
It led to, it just tore your life apart. The way it looked, it tore your life apart.
That's why I was praying y'all shot.
I wasn't there. We weren't there. We heard on the radio.
It sounded like you were ready to end it, huh?
That's what we were thinking. And I was scared. I was scared for the officers. I was scared for you, because that's what I was thinking.
Let it show you something, Reginald. That these girls have done you wrong, right? Treated you bad, stepped on your heart, tore your life apart. Don't give a damn about you, right? People still do. Them police down there did everything they could, and if you don't think they were scared, they did everything they could not to hurt you. You wanted to get shoot. You said you wanted them to shoot you, right? And they didn't. And that's because people care.
They shot him, man.
No, man.
No, don't say that. I'm telling you, things are bad. Okay? Things are bad. But you can make a change.
I promise you, when I get down, I say to myself, the sun gonna come up tomorrow. The sun gonna come up tomorrow. No matter how bad it get tonight, the sun gonna come up tomorrow. And that means your whole life gonna come up. You're gonna have some real good days coming up.
Rich, we talk to people in this room all the time that are in the same circumstances that you are. Okay? We don't see you as a mean person. We don't see you as an evil human being. We realize that everybody has circumstances in their life that brings them to this room. Everybody does. You know, it's so easy for people on the outside who don't do this for a living, that aren't sitting in this room right now, you know, to say that you must have had evil in your heart. But because we've done this, we've sat across the table from so many people, we realize that's not the case. It's circumstances. It's all circumstances. It's the stressors that life places on you, the relationships we have with other people. Sometimes are bad. It causes things like this to happen. And everybody's got their own story to tell.
I told her time after time what she was doing to me. She didn't care. Because she felt like she couldn't be touched. She's unstoppable. I told her time after time.
Who are you talking about, Reg?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Time after time. I told her. But being around niggas, she like to show out. She called me fuck niggas deadbeats. I'm a deadbeat. I just got a job.
Two jobs.
Just say all that just to hurt you. Just to be nasty.
I know she had a hold of your heart, but she didn't deserve you. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. Reggie, we want to keep talking to you. Get you water if you need it. Get you Coca-Cola if you need it. You need any of that stuff? More water, Coca-Cola? Monster Energy drink. I'm gonna have somebody get you a water. All right.
We know you hurt, dude. We know.
Y'all saying y'all know, but I don't know.
We know. We don't know how you feel at all, but we know you're hurt.
Don't nobody know, man.
You just what you got to tell us why you're hurt, and I think you're doing a good job of it. You got to put what's in your heart on this. Because now you got everybody looking at you, saying this, that, and the other. I refuse to sit here after talking to you, meeting you, knowing what I knew, and believe that you're some kind of monster or a villain or anything like that. You got pushed to what happened. You're 31 years old. You ain't been out doing stuff like this your whole life, have you? And then now the last couple of days hit. That ain't you. That ain't Reginald. That ain't Reginald. We got to know what made Reginald act that way. What pushed Reginald to act that way. And why?
Hydrate, seriously.
Did you mean for anything to happen? I believe you.
We knew that before we walked in here. If we didn't already know that, then we wouldn't even bother to talk to you. There wouldn't be any need. This might be the hardest thing you've ever had to do in your entire life. But we want to talk to you about it. We need to talk to you about it. We owe it to the family, and we owe it to you. I know you're hurting, but also know that you're strong enough because you've been through a lot. If you're ready to talk to us, we're ready to listen. You think that's something you might want to do?
Where was out 3 days ago?
I don't know, but I wish we'd been.
God, I wish we'd have been there.
I don't know.
I see y'all got a call. Y'all knew shit was going down.
We didn't know how bad it was, Reginald.
No.
We didn't know. We didn't know how bad it was.
And that's the
We didn't
thing.
know how broke he was, man.
The officers show up and they talk to her and they give her side of the story. You know? We had no idea what's been going on all this time. Not just with her, but with the girl up in Georgia. And your 3 kids. You're a good dude. You turned it around when you came out She couldn't respect that, both of us do.
We can tell you've been panicking, man. You've been low as you can go.
Why did you just say shoot, man?
Because
Reginald, you're a human being. We're all God's children. You're a human being. We gotta love you like a brother. Got to.
if they had shot you and killed you because that's what you wanted them to do, your story would have ended right there. The story that your family, that her family would have known, would have ended right there.
We ain't gonna let that happen. We ain't gonna let it. You sit there and look like a cold, plotting, evil person. We're not gonna do it.
That just would have been who you were when you died, you know? But by God's grace, they didn't shoot you.
As he sat in the interrogation room, he said very little, but his silence spoke volumes. Sometimes, a person reveals the most by saying nothing at all.
And I think you're happy that they didn't. Or at least you feel some relief they didn't. Because nobody wants to die. You feel like you do still? Well, I'm going to try to change your mind on that. Because I'm telling you, if you do die tonight, that's how people will remember you.
No matter.
It's gonna matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, it wouldn't matter because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have cared. I would have been dead, man. That shit crazy.
If it takes 10 years, if it takes the rest of your life, okay, you're not going to change what happened, but you can make atonement.
Sure can.
And atonement is not years spent locked up. That's not what atonement means. You can make a change, and you can make a difference. You know, people always ask, well, if God exists, why did he let so-and-so die? Why did he let so-and-so get killed? Why did he let this earthquake come, this tornado, this hurricane, and kill all these people? And it's so hard for us to wrap our head around the fact that, God allows things to happen for a reason.
You're alive for a reason, Reginald. We ain't gonna waste it.
This whole thing happened for a reason, as horrible as that is. And as hard as it is to grasp, it all happened for a reason. Now, it's up to you what that reason's going to be. If it's going to be to atone for it and help other people, to bring peace now, to help people for years to come. How many other men go through what you have to go through with the women? How many young men got locked up and were thinking about, when I get out, I ain't going to sell no more. I ain't serving nothing else, I'm going to go straight. And they get back out there. And baby mama's demanding money. She wants to go to clubs. She wants the car, she wants the shoes, she wants the rent paid for. So what do they got to do? They got to go back to that life. How many young men can you help? If it's one, is that enough? Maybe, if you keep him from going down the same road. But over the rest of your life, how many people can you touch? You hear about it all the time. You hear about it all the time. People that have been charged with all kinds of crimes, and they spend the rest of their life trying to make it right and trying to help other people. Now, they know in their heart they can't necessarily change what happened, but they can make some good come from it. And being able to make some good come from something, that's a powerful thing. you're strong enough. I don't want to see you draw into yourself and just be depressed over this for years and years and years, and for it to wear you down till there's nothing left of you.
You're already depressed. You're already low as you can go.
I want to see you rise up.
Go up. That's it. It can only go up. You're still young enough. It can only go up.
I'd rather have you looking forward to the opportunity, to the challenge that you're going to face, to bring peace and to help others, as opposed to you just becoming depressed and just wearing yourself down so there's nothing left. Because if that happens, if you let that happen to yourself, that means no good at all is going to come out of this.
We got to do what's right. We got to do what's right by you, by the people that are hurting real bad right now. Real bad. It's definitely the worst day of their life. And so they can crawl up off the floor and start looking up. Like you gonna start looking up. We got to do what's right. We got to know why everything happened the way it did.
Do what's right for that family. Do what's right for you. Do what's right for your children. So that years from now, instead of looking down at you, they're looking up at you. Saying, yeah, this is what he did, but this is what he made of his life afterwards. This is how many people he's helped. This is how strong he was. Be that guy. Be that man. Be that dad. Be willing to fight through this depression. Be willing to make the best of it and to make the most of your life from here on out.
You gonna tell us why this happened, baby?
We'll listen to you. We'll work through it. And we're going to take into account everything you say. If you tell us something that we need to go look at and investigate further, we're going to go do it. Now, tonight. Like I said, the truth is always somewhere in the middle. Right now, there's people that want peace, and there's things that you need to get off your chest. We will listen to you. If you tell us something needs to be done, that we need to look at something, we will go do it. Because we have to speak for everybody that's involved, you included. We don't make opinions. We work off of fact. So, I want to talk about this. I know it's going to be hard. Okay, you're here. You're in custody. You're under arrest. You know that. Okay. Nobody's going to try to pull the wool over your eyes. Somebody's going to try to trick you.
Who was in the Nissan Altima that called y'all today?
That I can tell you a little bit about. I'm more than willing to tell you what we know so far. Let you fill in the gaps. Let us tell us what you were feeling. Even tell us what she did. If there's anything that she or anybody else did to cause this. You know, if this was intentional, accidental. Like I said, it's from talking to you, I don't see you as cold-blooded. I know there's just circumstances involved, you know. There's just circumstances involved and everything piling on top of you. And everybody on the legal side takes that into account. You know, especially if you're forthcoming, if you can bring closure, you can bring peace. And if you can make some good come from this, people will notice. They will notice. Okay. I'm going to explain your Fifth Amendment rights to you. Okay, Reggie? You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to talk to us. Okay? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, and you have the right to talk to a lawyer and have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish, and you can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. So, if you get to a point while you're talking to us that you just don't want to talk to us anymore, or you're tired of talking to us, just tell us. Like I said, we don't have to be here at this point. We don't really need to be here at this point, but we want to be. We want to be. For the family and for you. So if we can all do our jobs, bring some peace, bring some closure, then that's what we like to do. And when I say us do all of our jobs, I mean all three of us here in this room, because right now we're kind of headed together. So, do you understand everything I've explained to you? Okay. At any point tonight, while all that was going on out there, while the police were coming at you and everything was going on, did you ask anybody for a lawyer?
Lawyer?
Yeah. Okay. Did an ambulance come out there? Okay. Are you injured in any way? All right. Do you want to talk to us about everything that's been happening over the last day or so? Because right now, we got a family that wants to have some questions answered. And it's time for you to tell your story.
And what they want to know?
We want to know from the beginning. From lunchtime at her work, in the parking lot, till now. Everything. Including exactly how you felt the whole time.
You know who else worked there? You know who else worked there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. I talked to her today. You're talking about Miss Dawkins. I talked to her today. Another investigator had already been dealing with her over the thing that happened at the daycare. To be honest with you, I didn't know anything about what had happened at the daycare until she made herself known to me out there at that call center. So I think I got to hear it from a different perspective, I think, because I didn't know anything about what happened before. Some of the things that you've said, I guess, about her personality, I can kind of see.
You seen her at the call center?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but, I mean, there's a lot of information that's out there, you know, including that video that's on Facebook. Have you seen that? Yeah. I knew that you had, and I was worried. Really worried that you might do something to yourself after you saw that video.
I had nothing to do it with.
thought about it?
I'm glad you didn't. I'm really glad you didn't. Because it would not have made things any better.
We already wouldn't know what we know.
Yeah.
We would just be going off everything out. We wouldn't know none of the backstory you just told us. None of it.
And that's important.
Richmond, do you want to talk to us about what happened at the call center? You want to put your side out there?
How do you know Lisa? You call her Lisa or Alyssa? Alyssa? How long you been knowing Alyssa?
I don't know.
Is that like a month or 2 months? Did you meet her through Miss Dawkins or?
Oh, she ain't even know I know her.
Yeah. When you went out there to the call center yesterday at lunch, there were people in the parking lot that saw you there. You know, the forensics people got the Newport cigarettes that you tossed on the ground. I know that's your brand.
What?
They said they saw you smoking some cigarettes out there.
You wasn't smoking while you was out there?
Smoke some.
You don't?
You smoke, huh?
I smoke so much.
Don't remember.
They saw you walk up and stand at her window. What were y'all talking about?
I started taking home.
How'd you get out there?
Walked.
You walked all the way out to that place on Mayhem? Where'd you walk from?
Bus stop.
Which one?
Walmart.
Damn, that's a long walk.
I know.
If somebody drove you, it's okay. They're not in trouble. But you really did walk from the bus stop?
Yeah.
How long did it take you? You remember?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah. Did you stop at that store or anywhere else along the way?
No.
What were you going there for?
Terrible.
Just talk to her.
Yeah.
What changed your mind about talking to Terica when you got there?
Terrible window.
She just wasn't there the day? How did you find out she wasn't there?
Car window.
Yeah.
And I seen in the projects.
Down in the bricks? Yeah.
With the same one of these niggas like me. Yeah.
You saw her down in the projects later on that day? Yeah.
Got the license. You asked her to give you a ride home. What'd she say?
This isn't just the story of a murder. It's the story of the moment someone loses control, and how a single decision can change everything forever.